crafting buddies. Hopefully we're here. Welcome. It's Lori. Late night Lori from Lori's Little Bit of Crafting. I am to you without Wi-Fi. I had to go to my regular internet because my Wi-Fi is down. I don't know what happened. It happened just before midnight when I was trying to go live the first time. So we're going to pretend it's February 10th at 11:59 p.m. because it had just flipped to midnight as I was going live and the internet went out or my router went out or whatever. So anyway, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I am going to have a very difficult time following comments tonight because I can't get my devices set up. So I can't get my tablet set up to watch the devices or for the comments like I normally do. My computer doesn't have Wi-Fi either, so we're still going to try to do the best we can. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome. And Tamra Bell, Juju, welcome. I was just saying, I'm going to have a hard time following comments. MacMan has long since fallen asleep. My Wi-Fi is out, so the only screen that I am able to watch on is my phone, which is up on the stand. So I'm a little ways away from my craft table, so I at least want to get the wheel of names spun, right? That's what everybody came for, right? So I'm up on a stool so I can see my phone, which is above my. We're going to go through a few of our announcements quick, and hopefully my internet will stay good. My Wi-Fi's down. I don't know what happened. So anyway, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, specifically in Wisconsin. I don't know if I said that already. I don't remember. So welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to get to the wheel of names in just a few minutes. So let me go over some of my announcements really quick. This is my AI generated little caricature of myself. I thought it was kind of fun with the little chicken in there. I'm trying to get on the AI bandwagon. It's a struggle though, but ChatGTP is a United States based, or so they claim. So I'm trying to get there. You have a hard time following the chat too. Well, it wouldn't be so bad, except I can't see it on my iPad because the iPad can't get into the internet. I don't know if I can try to turn off Wi-Fi. I don't even know if I still have a number for this or if it's expired. I don't even know. Let me see what the settings are. I should be able to find settings, right? And if I turn off Wi-Fi, maybe that'll work. Turn off Wi-Fi. Let's see if it'll connect at all. I think it'll only connect to Wi-Fi. Yeah, otherwise it's going to go to cellular data. That's going to cost me an arm and a leg. So we're not going to do that. So I will get up on my high horse, my little soapbox, my stool, and check from time to time. So all things Stampin' Up! Updates you can find at latenightlori.stampup.net. Promotions, sales, new catalogs, my store, all of that is there. We've got this craft class coming up February 19th, so that's next week. I will be involved with that. I think I got all of my things today. I got a box today, so I don't know that I'm going to be crafting tonight. We're going to do these announcements. We're going to do the wheel of names. We're going to get some winners for Where in the World Was Late Night Lori for the YouTube folks, because I did get all of those names loaded. And then I'm going to show you the few things that came in my Stampin' Up! Shipment today. And if the internet doesn't come on, I will be back later in the week to do crafting. Bonus days, reminder, this was the Earn 'em and Burn 'em Club. So if you earned any bonus day coupons, Those would have been issued to you by February 2nd. You need to burn them before February 28th. So if you have them, don't lose them. Spend them. They're yours. So Bonnie, you saw my pictures. You had no idea where I was. But I guess what it looked like, and I'm sure it was wrong about every one of them. I can look at the spreadsheet because I put everybody, and I'll show you the spreadsheet in a minute. Hopefully I didn't miss, Rosie's here. I'm having internet issues. So I think Rosa and Yuta, you're the last ones to come on that I didn't welcome. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, earn them, burn them. Don't lose them. We have right now a special join offer that will get you this brand new Stampin' Positioner if you join. If you're not already a demonstrator, if you're not already on my team, if you don't work with a demonstrator, come join our team. Okay. Oh, hi, Nicole. From Perth, Western Australia. It's like dinner time by you, right? Supper time? Dinner time? So anyway, we've got this special going on. So the normal joining offer is a sweet deal in and of itself because you get $125 worth of product. You only have to pay $99. You don't have to pay shipping. You get catalogs and other things if you want to do a business. But I, quite honestly, I was a kidnapper. I joined for whatever deal they were having at the time. I don't even remember what the deal was. I wanted the discount. I ended up staying because I was having so much fun. And now I do videos with all of you gals. Allie, I did come back. And Allie, I have to give it to you for persistence in going through all of the answers. You, thinking you were emphatic that I was in Washington, and that just made me chuckle every time you said Washington for an answer. So anyway, if you want to join, if you want a discount, if you want access to products early, if you want, the discount is huge. If you want to be an even more of a part of the Stampin' community, think about joining. You get the Stampin' Positioner for free. That's a $49 value, and you don't have to pay shipping. So let's move on, because I keep getting distracted. Squirrel. And then I have to take my glasses off because my bifocals, I'm nearsighted. So when I'm standing up on my stool to look at all of the comments, I have to take my bifocals off, and then I need them back on to see this far down. So I've got some things coming up for my local folks. I was going to have Galentine's gathering, poor decisions and paper crafting this Friday. Unfortunately, I am going to have to set that off. And while we've just got some things going on this week, and I am not going to be able to do that on Friday. So hopefully next Friday I'll be able to do that. We'll see how things play out. Monday I will have my Monday open studio time. Wednesday we've got our local coffee and a card. Thursday the 19th is when we've got that craft class, and then I am going to try to do another team time with my team. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna try to send out another Zoom invite for that. Catalog. If you haven't gotten this catalog and you would like one, let me know and I would be more than happy to share one with you. That's the end of my announcements. Does anybody have any questions? I feel like I'm talking really fast, but I got started late because of the stupid Wi-Fi, and I wanted to show a couple of these things last night and I forgot about it. And I need to turn my heater off because it's getting really warm in here. Maybe it's because I'm standing on the stool and heat rises. I don't know. So anyway, we, for the week, last week, were at Tahiti Village in Las Vegas. It is kind of like at the south end of the strip. And I think across the street, there was like a municipal airport, a small airport. So there's not a whole lot of traffic or anything. My husband's brother and his wife have, I don't know, like a timeshare or something. So every once in a while they'll invite us to go on a trip, and we get the lodging for a really smoking hot deal. So this is where we stayed, Tahiti Village. So the one video that oh, the Glass Museum in Washington, Allie. Do they have an installation of Chihuly? Because that's whose art that is. Hello, Bon Bon. And I am having Wi-Fi issues, so I'm having a hard time following comments. So no offense if I miss you. It's not on purpose. So anyway, we got a smoking hot deal for the lodging, but I posted that one video, I think on, I don't know, the 31st or the 1st, whatever day that was, that showed like all the palm trees and you could hear the water and all of that. That was at Tahiti Village. Some people thought we were in Jamaica or Hawaii. Florida might have been one of the guesses. We were in Las Vegas. And here's my proof that I got a souvenir in Las Vegas. I've been getting some of these little miniature license plates just because I think they're adorable. And here's one of the little souvenir books. We went to Treasure Island. Not that we stayed there, but I don't think I did any gambling there because I'm too tight with my money. But there was some gambling done at Treasure Island, and that's where one in the back where you do your Uber drop-offs and that. One of the pictures that I had of a ceiling where I said it would make a nice color scheme or something for designer series paper, that was here at Treasure Island. This is the Forum Shops at Caesar's Palace. That was pretty cool. We did go in there and I did get some pictures that I posted of this dome in here and some of the sculptures. We went to, oh, this is another picture of Caesar's Palace. Little Las Vegas Strip. I'm going to put some of these on scrapbook pages. The Bellagio is where we saw Cirque du Soleil and the O show. They're very, the acrobatics and everything in that, those are really amazing shows. If you've never been to a Cirque du Soleil show, it would be worth your while to probably go. This is Mandalay Bay. If you remember, I posted, it was actually in the parking structure. I posted that M for Mandalay Bay. It actually looked like a couple of waves. I think only one person on Facebook actually said specifically that it was Mandalay Bay. But there were actually, I was surprised, there were actually fewer interactions on YouTube than there were on Facebook. Usually I have more on YouTube and less on Facebook, and this time I had more on Facebook and less on YouTube. It was kind of crazy. Let me see. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody else joining us. Hopefully I didn't miss any, but welcome. We went to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library and Museum. So I posted some pictures of Trigger and Buttercup, I think Buttercup, and the dog Bullet from like the Lone Ranger or some old Western. They were taxidermied. We got to go in Air Force One, so we had some pictures with the fam. We were with two other couples for the trip. We went to a movie. There's my flight thing so that you know I was actually Chicago to Las Vegas and Las Vegas to Chicago. So anybody who guessed any other airports, sorry, you were wrong. We got to go on Air Force One and Marine One. And this, Juju, look at this. I found this bag and I thought that would make like a little fun fold for your bag journal. So I didn't forget about it. So we'll see if I can make anything out of that. I don't do junk journaling. Wish me well. So those are a few of my little souvenirs. Usually when we travel, we do little shot glasses. So we got a couple of those. One is shaped like the Las Vegas, Welcome to Las Vegas sign. So when you tip it up, you can see it on the bottom and you can see it on the inside. That's pretty cool. What other souvenirs did we get? We didn't do a whole lot of shopping, quite honestly. So I see comments about Susan being here, so welcome. Oh, and I see Suzanne is here too, or Jess. whatever your name is today. um, hopefully I haven't missed anybody else. Let me pull over my computer. And for those of you just popping in, I am having Wi-Fi issues tonight. So my phone is, oh, is that what we're supposed to do, is just send Juju the bag? Oh, that would make it a whole lot easier. Somebody let me know. If you just need bags, I'm good with that. So let me get my computer, and I have the wheel of names all hooked in here. And let me, oh, it looks like my Wi-Fi might be back. Oh, this might make this a little bit easier. Let's just take a look here. Oh, hot diggity. All right, yep, there we go. Yay, my Wi-Fi is back. So now I don't have to keep jumping on the stool. But I do need to catch my glasses. All right, let me move the stool. Oh, that makes things a whole lot easier. Let me get my computer. And well, there we go. I have an external drive on here that I have to eject. All right, so let me pull this over. So now I can kind of relax a little bit. How is everybody tonight? All right, let's see if this shows up here. You can see I've got a striped shirt on. Did you see that popping across the reflection from the computer? All right. Okay, so we're supposed to, oh, all right, so Stephanie, who's Stephanie now? Did I miss somebody else coming on here? I thought Suzanne was Joss. Who's Stephanie? Did I miss somebody coming in? I may have, but if I scroll these and stuff's not going to show up. Susan Johnson, welcome. All right, Juju, I'm glad it's not me going cray-cray. All right, let's see. Did I miss any other important things? Oh, stinking hot and rain and thunder. Does that mean it's really humid as well? Because we're still kind of cold today. We got up into the 40s Fahrenheit, which is pretty nice for us for this time of year. Some of our stuff is starting to melt. I was actually up on our roof yesterday because where they did the addition a few years ago, we get water inside the house because the contractor that did it did a really bad job on our addition. Parts of it look really nice, but the real structural parts, he really messed up bad. So anyway, I was up on the roof getting rid of snow and ice. Some of the ice up there was over 6 inches deep. So I was up there chopping, and MacMan does not like heights. And since I've got the firefighter certifications, I'm the one that gets up on the ladder. So anyway, I got that taken care of yesterday. So the roof is clear. We didn't have any water. So it was, I don't mind that it's gotten warmer because that water is not, the ice is not going to melt and it's not going to get into my house. So let me stop jibber jabbering, and get our wheel of names scooched up here. Now I noticed on my spreadsheet, I'm going to show you my spreadsheet. I wonder if I can make this brighter. Is that bright enough? It will be. It'll be all right. So here's the spreadsheet. So everybody that gave me guesses throughout the week got put on here. And then I added the comments so I could see what their answers were later. If I want to go back to this, I can see all these little comments on here. And I will be doing, past tonight, I will be doing 2 other drawings. So I'm going to do a drawing for just the ones that got correct answers because I told everybody who gave me a correct answer or a guess that I would give you a bonus entry. So I'm just going to do all of the correct answers on your own little spin. And then I'm also going to do a spin for the most entertaining answers that I received. So, Allie, you're getting entered for a spin on the wheel for your persistence in believing I was in Washington. I just found that to be very entertaining. And Juju for sure has given some very entertaining answers, but I've got a few. I'll have to go through them, which is why I put all the comments in here so I could see what answer. See, there's Allie telling me Washington. If you can see that, you might not be able to see it because it's probably too far away. But anyway, we are going to go back to the Wheel of Names. There we go. And I don't know that I can, oh, I could probably make this bigger. But then, let's see here. Let me do, where's my plus? Well, that's only making it, oh, there we go. But it's not making the wheel any bigger. It's just making the words bigger. Yeah, it's not making the wheel any bigger or smaller. All right, so we're just gonna have to work with this. Let me put this back to 100% so we can maybe, come on, for goodness sakes. You know, technology sometimes is just really irritating. All right, so at least I can read these now. Who is ready for me to spin the wheel? Anybody? Is anybody done listening to me chit chat? Let's close out these ads. All right, let me look at some of these comments here. So we're talking about Juju's junk journal. Oh, don't encourage him, Juju, about being afraid of heights. You should have said, did I ever tell you guys about our vacation where we went ziplining? Keep in mind that he is afraid of heights. He was a police officer. He is not afraid of people shooting at him, but he is afraid of being up in the air. Unless it's in a plane or a helicopter that has doors. He's all right with that. So, spin, baby, spin. All right, we'll do the spinning. Okay. All right, Allie, you're waiting. All right, first spin. Let me grab this was the stamp set that I was offering, the Weekend Adventures, because I liked it and I ordered it, and my order hadn't come in, and I saw it and I liked it and I ordered it a second time. So this is up for grabs. I awarded 4 yesterday. So Rosa Vera won yesterday, Linda Gums won yesterday, Jennifer Drellmeyer won yesterday, and Debbie Hollister won yesterday. I have reached out to all 4 of them, and where did it go? Rosa, if you're watching, yours is in here, ready to go. All right, I just have to put a label and postage on it. So I'm planning on doing that tomorrow. All right, who's got a drum roll? Let's spin. Spin, baby, spin. The first winner is Juju! Woohoo! You have won this gift from me. I like the drum roll, ladies. That's great. Weekend Adventures. If you don't want this set, this stamp set, pick out something that has a retail value of about $20. Let me know what you want. And if you want that stamp set, just say so. So this is off my YouTube, folks. So winner number 1, Juju. Awesome. So we're taking Juju off the wheel. Spin number 2. Are we ready? You want that one. Awesome. So I will add this to my next order because I'm giving out more than one. Yuda! Woohoo! So I had one extra. Since I am upping my game and giving away 10 prizes instead of 1 because you guys just blew me away with how many comments you left for the week. It was so much fun. So thank you for following along in my travels. But since I'm doing 10 gifts, I'm going to have to order some. So, Yuda, our next winner. Yuda, you will need to email me your address. So there's my email address. I do not believe I have your email address, or your mailing address, I mean. So you need to mail me your address unless you're on Juju's team, and then I can get it from there. Allie, you're gonna be Yuda for tonight. So Yuda, let me know what you want. Do you want the weekend adventures, or would you like a different set, a different stamp set? Let me know. All right. And let's take, oh, Yuda's thing went away. Yuda, if your name comes up again, I'm going to respin because I want it to, I want to spread the wealth to everybody. All right. So let's go ahead and spin for number 3. And we have, oh, Allie, you're in. All right. Allie, persistence pays off. Washington, Washington, Washington. So you will need to let me know if you want the Weekend Adventures stamp set, or if you want something else somewhere around the $20 retail amount. All right. And then you too will need to email me your mailing address, because I'm relatively certain I do not have your mailing address anywhere because I don't. All right, so email me and then let me know either tonight or later what stamp set you would like. And then we have one more for tonight. Who's got that drum roll again? This does have like a clicking thing, but I had my volume off, so it wasn't working. Okay, Juju, you won once, so I'm gonna spin it another time because like I said, I want to spread the wealth. Let's see who, we can't have a blank spot. All right, we're gonna remove all the blank spots. Let's try this again. This time should work. We are on Suzanne. I almost said Stephanie now. Suzanne from Arkansas, right? Well, believe it, Allie, you're a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, so love and pieces. I think we're talking to Suzanne, right? All righty. Yeah, Jess. All right, there's my email address. So those of you who have won, you need to make sure that you email me whether you want Weekend Adventures or something else that's at a $20 price point. And if you are not in the United States, I think, yeah, if you're not in the United States, I got to research what I can and cannot do for you. These are gifts from me, so I'm not selling anything, so we shouldn't have a problem. All right, either way. So we've got Juju, who's taking the Weekend Adventure stamp set. We've got Yuta, Allie, and Suzanne. Beautiful. Beautiful. So winners, except for Juju. I got your number, girl. And I have to tell you, Juju really wanted me to be in Jamaica. She really wanted me to be in Jamaica. So thank you all for playing. I will get this reset now for the next set of drawings. And let me plug my computer back in. So we'll do the next set of drawings. Jamaica would have been fun. I've been there. That would have been nice. Although I can't spend much time in the sun because I have skin cancer issues. So it's beautiful though. Anything down there. Mac Man, I will tell him that he has vacation orders. I'm sure he'll be game to go anywhere that we can sample food works. All right, so let me try to scooch this back out. Hopefully that's in about the right place. Let's move on to what arrived today in my Stampin' Up box. I took the sides off, so I've already done the box opening, but I need a new ink. I ordered this new ribbon. And this is like 3/4 of an inch, maybe. Let's see if it says textured ribbon. Oh, it's 5/8 inch. And this is cloud cover. And let's just see how this ties up if we just do a bunny ear bow. It looks pretty good. This would be nice for home decor items. A lot of times I will use my thicker ribbons on gifts, but that makes kind of a nice bow, actually. Nice. So this is cloud cover. Very pretty. Very pretty. It's kind of a shimmery woven ribbon. All right, and then let's keep moving on with some of this other stuff. It's just 'cause you're the best. That's not exactly a rhyme, but it's close. If we tell her she's just the best instead of the best. Or is it just? It's just 'cause you're the best. I don't know. I'm just trying to play along. All right, so this is a new embossing folder. Now, some of these things were on pre-order as online exclusives. I think everything I ordered was online exclusives. This is called the Ladybug Picnic. So there's all these little ladybugs on here and some flowers, so that should be pretty cute. And that should go with the Sweet Bugs paper, whatever that is called. I don't remember. Cute Bugs. I think it's Cute Bugs. All right. And then, so there's like daisy flowers in here, and this is the Lazy Daisy embossing folder. It's a cheerleader one, the poem. It's just 'cause you're the best. I was never a cheerleader. They told me I was too stuck up already, so they didn't let me on the cheerleading squad. I don't know what that was all about. All right. Oh, look at that. That's going to be cute. Don't you think? We'll have to make some stuff with that. So that's called the Lazy Daisy. And then this one I thought was pretty fun. Now this one is not a 3D folder. I can tell it's a lot thinner. So this should be able to go through with the base plate and I think the cutting plates, but maybe not the shim. Right? I think that was ignorant to say that to me. Because not all cheerleaders are stuck up, right? And I don't think it was very nice that they assumed that I was stuck up. I was just more concerned about my grades usually than anything else. Yeah, kids are ruthless. All right, so this one I thought was pretty cool because it gives kind of a quilted pattern. So there's florals on here, stripes, and dots. So this is a much thinner embossing folder. So usually with the 3D embossing folders, you get a deeper imprint. This one will be less deep is my guess. But that'll make some pretty things. All right. Lovely arrangements. Now let me find the class. Oh, this is Lovely Blossoms. So this must be Lovely Arrangements. This must be part of the class. Inks, two-tone. I'll have to look it up, but this is probably for the online class that's coming up. So we've got the Lovely Arrangements. These are the dies. Remember I tried to recreate this last week or the week before, and I used punch circles because I had seen some samples where they did this die and they cut off rows of the die to make like a little scalloped edge. So when they ran it through, this two-sided tape is crazy sticky. When they ran it through, and then these are all one piece, but it cuts out the holes in the middle, then they just trimmed off a row and they made that into a scalloped edge, which I thought was really creative. And then this piece will just cut into the paper and leave these little eyelet flowers like, because there's no cutting edge around the outside. So that's just going to put designs in the paper. Okay. And then excuse me, I always like when there's foliage things in here that are detailed. And actually, these are some nice kind of label sentiment dies as well. All right. Does anybody want to see this cut out on paper tonight? You want me to run that through the die cut machine? Let me know. Oh, and then this one. This I wasn't going to get, but I was playing with it. I'm going to be doing a vendor event with my team leader in a couple of weeks, and she had this set, and we were preparing for like a round robin where the people that pay to come in, they go to the different vendor tables and they make things. And we made this Easter basket. I don't know if you've seen this. I think this is in the catalog. It might be online exclusive. I don't know. But with this, I should probably cut this out because this is so fun. She didn't realize this did this. But do you guys want to hang with me for just a minute? And I'm going to cut this out. Anybody want to see it? Because these strips, if I can get the two-sided tape to let go, there we go. These strips weave into these lines of the basket, okay? Let me go get some paper. I will be right back. What are good Easter colors? Pastels, right? I'll just cut a couple of these. I'm hurrying. Almost done. Almost. All right, I'm getting there. All right. All right, that's what happens when I don't have my stuff together. All right, so here's this strips. Now, this could be made into something fun also. I'll have to play around with that. So here's some of these strips. Let me move this stuff out of the way for right now. Maybe. And then let's bring these kids back in here. So here's the Easter basket. So this cuts out the basket, leaves you this little void spot. This could probably make like a fun little, I don't know, cactus or put a face on it. There's all kinds of things you could probably do with that. It's kind of scalloped. And then these slits are pre-cut in here now. You're happy I'm showing because you were looking at that guy going, what the heck? So with the little strip die here, what you do is you take these little strips and you weave them in and out of this basket and it becomes adorable. Not like that one Christmas card I was trying to make. Although I did find a better way to do that. I was on the right track. All right. So yeah, this could easily be an egg if you made some other kind of basket, if you're real creative. So then here we're going to go ahead and put this under and over and under and over. Now, if you do too many strips, you're going to have a harder time weaving, of course, because you're not going to have as much wiggle room. And I really was not going to get the Easter basket. But when I saw how cute it was, it's like, no, I got to get it. And you really wouldn't have to glue these strips down because they're in there pretty securely when you weave that in. And let me just do one more. I think the catalog or the online exclusive, whatever this is, have the eggs peeking out of the grass strips. Yeah, absolutely. I think they may have used 4 strips for the example, either online or in the book. I'll have to look in the catalog. Where's my catalog? Let's just see. Easter basket. Easter basket, page 35. So you wouldn't need this on a pre-order anymore because the catalog's already been released. But you can see here, they used the basket if you cut it out of a couple of pieces. This is designer series paper, and you can make a little, like a treat holder for it. And they just used 3 strips in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 strips for this one. This one they used just 3 strips, and this one they didn't use any strips. Okay, so yes, I did show this paper. Really fun paper with the like the holographic stuff on there. Yeah, 3 is, I think, easier to weave than 4. So, Allie, you've already played with that. But once I saw how cute this was, it's like, no, I need to get this. And so now I need to finish pushing this through. And I imagine, you know, if you got like a narrow piece of maybe chipboard or something a little stiffer than cardstock, you could probably attach the strip onto there and feed it through a little easier. Okay, so isn't that adorable? And then all you'll have to do is trim off the excess. Like here, I'm just gonna trim it there. And quite honestly, I don't even know that you really have to glue it. I mean, you might want to glue this one just because it's sitting on top of the basket and you wouldn't want it to catch and like flip up. So you could probably just put a little glue under there, but those strips are not going to go anywhere unless somebody really makes it go somewhere. But it would be so easy to make this into a 3D item. So easy. You know, you just need to cut out another one of these, cut a strip that's maybe 2, 3, like 4 inches. So score it at 1 inch and 3 inches. Or actually, you'd probably want it to go that way. Make a little box, a little 3D box out of it, and you'd have an adorable little basket. So that is so cute. And then you get plenty of strips to make several baskets. So let me put these away so I don't lose them. But that's going to be fun. Maybe we'll try to work on making a little 3D item tomorrow. I think that was here, right? And then this has little grass. It's got the bows. It's got a little Easter egg, little bunny. So this will cut out. Let me get the designer series paper. I'm pretty certain. Whoops, making a mess here. So here's the papers that go with it. I wonder if was there another set of paper? Seems like there should be. Okay, so I guess there's not any figures on the paper. So you'll be just cutting out this bunny and this bunny. Here's this bunny. That's the flowers. I suppose I could turn this right side up, right? So that's the flowers, the little bunny, the tulip, the little chicken, little chickadee, the carrot. So you've got dies to go with pretty much everything. And then you've got the sentiment ovals as well. So that's going to be fun to play with. Very fun to play with. So Bonnie, if you play with yours tomorrow and send me some pictures, I can try to print them off and maybe share them with everybody. Or I have not been having any projects in the last week, so I don't have any posts on Facebook that you could add your things. But this paper is so fun. If you remember, I showed this. Oh, you made cards with your seniors today, Allie. How fun. All right, so we've got the plaid on the background. So the die is probably too big for these flowers. We've got some stripes, and this would make a fun basket if you use the die on the designer series paper. We've got the, this was a shamrock, Shy Shamrock. I was going to say Shamrock Shake. Shy Shamrock cardstock. Now remember, the 2024 to 2026 in colors are going to retire on May 4th. So if there are any colors like Petunia Pop, there's a bluish one. What color is that? Shy Shamrock, Peach Pie, and Pretty in Pink, I think. I'm looking at the colors and I can't think of the names of some of them, but those colors are going to be retiring. So if there's any of those cardstock colors that you really like, go ahead and order them, because once people realize that they're not going to be carried over, they start buying them up, and a lot of times those are gone. And I haven't looked to see if they're gone yet or not. These will make some pretty fun card fronts. And then you've got a cute little plaid with a little floral in there. And then you've got these daffodils and tulips with the cute little Easter bunnies in just a blue and a white print. And then the Easter eggs. Oh, don't lose that. So you've got the Easter eggs, and then, oh, this is like the woven one that they did the Easter basket out of using the designer series paper. But these papers are all very fun. This was the first paper that Stampin' Up did the metallics in colors, I think was what I heard. Like these are probably like the Timid Tiger or Pumpkin Pie, if that's what's in there, Peach Pie. Let's see what colors are in here. Balmy Blue, Crumb Cake, Lemon Lolly, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Shy Shamrock. So they have different colors. So we've got some of the Shy Shamrock on here, and you've got some of the Peach Pie on there. So they have multiple colors on the designer series paper in the metallics, which is new. They've not done that before. And this paper is much heavier than our normal designer series paper, but it's not as thick as cardstock. Okay. And so you can see all the colors here. So you've got the Peach Pie, the Shy Shamrock. I think that's it. There's some little colors in there in that Pretty in Pink, but I'm not sure if they're super metallic or not. Oh, a Welcome Baby would be great with this. All right, so this is all going to be super fun to play with. But that's the basket. How easy was that? And how cute is that? Put a nice little bow on there. Fun, fun stuff. All right, let me get this out of the way. All right, let's see what else we have. We have, I did this. Oh, I have to get that box back here. All right, we can get rid of the catalog. And then this, I thought was really fun. This is like a work theme one. It wouldn't have to necessarily be like your team or your crafting group in Stampin' Up, but you know, good luck finding coworkers better than us. Hey, thanks. That would fit in the computer screen. How fun is that? So I thought that would be fun. All right, let's take a look at some of these papers. The basket is darling, isn't it? All right, let me get some of this stuff back into the box so I don't lose it. I think I got everything in my order. I've never had trouble with it, but I didn't verify it yet. I was just so excited to pull this stuff out and look at it. All right, so those can go, that can go away. This we're gonna keep out. All right, let's take a look at these. All right, let me get my little slicer. Oh, and some of you gals remember when we talked about the lasagna soup recipe? I need you to email me your email addresses so I can send that recipe to you, because I don't think I can send it through YouTube. If you've commented on my Facebook page, I might be able to do that. But there were like 3 of you that said you wanted the recipe. So I did not forget. In fact, I still have my notes sitting here for the lasagna soup. It's really good. And I should probably make some because I haven't made any this winter. So anyway, Let's open this up and take a look at this paper. So Bonnie, and you like to make it with no dice, just your ruler and your paper cutter and your scoreboard. Oh, dies. I was trying to think dice. Okay. So this is the Homemade Sweetness Designer Series paper, and it comes with an ephemera pack made with, oh, it's stickers. So let's go ahead and open this as well. I think my blade is getting dull. All right, so you get one sticker sheet here. So if you want to do scrapbooking, or if you're going to make any recipe cards, these are all stickers. How fun are those? And this is 2 strips of the florals. So you could either do that for scrapbooking, or you could break these apart and put them into cards. I need to, hey, Lori in Minnesota. I saw you commented while I was traveling. Unfortunately, the spinner did not pick up your name last night or tonight. But I'm going to do 2 more drawings later in the week. All right, so there's the sticker sheet for that. And then let's take a look at these papers. This is stuff that I just got today. Oh, so you were watching a replay. So you saw the spinning of the wheel yesterday for the Facebook people. I did the YouTube people tonight. So that looks like strawberry slush. This would be fun if you do any kind of canning or baking and you give stuff as gifts. That would be cute to put onto like some tags. Very fun. Some spoons and little hearts. That's cute. Oh, ladybugs. This is the embossing folder. So that's the same design that's on the embossing folder. I wonder if the embossing folder, you don't know if you like the paper, it's not your colors. Okay, so these images are much bigger than the paper. So you could still emboss them on there to give them some lift, but they won't match up. We had one set within the last couple of years that there was an embossing folder that worked with the designer series paper. But this at least is the same design. So you could make a layer with this like on white and then add that. Oh, look at that. This would be great for like a picnic basket tablecloth. Here's some cute little daisies with, oh, does that make you a little dizzy? It makes me a little dizzy. Like a funhouse sort of thing. Some miniature jars of marmalade and whatever. Well, that's interesting. You could put like recipes on here. Good night, Yuda. That's kind of fun, having like ledger paper on there. And then some fruits. And that looks like Secret Sea. So let's see. We've got Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, Misty Moonlight. That was one of the colors. Secret Sea and Strawberry Slush. So those are fun. And again, that is the Homemade Sweetness Designer Series paper and the coordinating sticker sheet. And the embossing folder. So there's probably like a stamp set that goes with this too. Who knows if I got it. Sometimes I get things in a set and sometimes I totally forget to get them all, or I think I'm not going to like it until I start seeing people make stuff. And then I feel like I need to have it. I almost feel like I had this paper. Lovely Blossoms. I did have this paper. I must have needed more of this paper. This is this is for the online class. So these will make some card front pieces. So there's 3 of probably 4 designs. So there's 2, 3, and 4. That's pretty. You could make these color or these flowers different colors by using your alcohol blends. And then we've got probably like some Granny Apple Green or Old Olive. What is this? Yeah, you don't like it when you order stuff and you forgot that you already had it. Yeah, that's how I got this. That's what started the giveaway for Where in the World is Late Night Lori, because I ordered it. My order didn't come in, or it hadn't come in yet, so I forgot I ordered it. I saw it, and it's like, oh, I really like that. So I ordered it again. So I have 2 that I can only use one at a time, right? So I figure that's just reassurance that I really liked it. All right, so this is, let's take a look here. I need to turn this around too. All right, we've got Crumb Cake, Cloud Cover, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. So these are kind of some muted colors. They're not real bright. And that's Petal Pink. It looks more like light Calypso Coral to me, but very pretty. Oh, and this will go with that, that die from the other set. Okay, so Bonnie, oh, are there papers together? I thought it was just those orange colors. Which one? This one or the last one? Was this one the one that you were seeing, the orange? I don't remember. Yes, Lori, giving away your extras can make friends. I can't remember a time I've ever sent a duplicate back to Stampin' Up, because I always find a use for it, either in a class where I need some extra pieces, or to a friend or whatever. So so Lovely Blossoms. All right, and then what is this? This is, oh, Lunar Luster. I was not sure what this was going to be. Now, you know, if you've been following me for very long, I like to slice my packaging open on the left side because I'm left-handed, but more because I don't like to fight with the adhesive on here. So let's see what Lunar Luster is. So this is like a platinum. Does it say the color? It says silver. All right, so silver. They are all 3 are the same, but they're like a matte rather than a glossy metallic. Oh, you get 4 sheets. This has a nice feel to it. Oh, and it's 2-sided. Well, that doesn't happen very often. Very interesting. I'm just checking to see if it's like, it doesn't appear to be two-tone. Sometimes we get two-tone cardstock. That is really interesting that it's, and it's dyed all the way through. So this is not a printed or veneered, it's actually colored all the way through. How cool is that? Because inquiring minds wanted to know. I don't normally just go randomly ripping paper, but I figure I'll have some scraps, right? All right, so that's Lunar Luster. And then this is the last one. Oh, and I guess I put my little cutter away. I like this, like, gradiated. Is that what you would call it? Gradient design. All right, now I can put this away. All right, let's try to get this out. All right, so this is Garden Poetry. A lot of colors in here. Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Blueberry Bushel, Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Night of Navy, Puppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, and Shaded Spruce. I keep looking at some of these new papers to see if they've given us any hints as to what the new in colors might be. And so far, Golden Glow has been discovered and Hydrangea Hue has been discovered as potential new in colors. Just saying. Those might be colors to watch for. So, not in here though. I like all the foliagey stuff here. That looks kind of floral. Watercolor floral-ish. That's pretty. Ooh. Interesting. I like this one. It's almost got like almost a plaster looking background. I guess all of these do. It looks like the background is textured. You probably can't see that very well. But the background is not just a plain color. It looks textured. That looks like our Shy Shamrock. So I guess that was that Shy Shamrock that was in there? Shaded Spruce. Okay, so that's Shaded Spruce, not Shy Shamrock. My mistake. What paper has those colors? It is Garden Poetry. And there's the back. I like that. All right. And what color do we have? This has got to be the Crushed Curry. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. And again, we go from the blues into the greens. So that's the Shaded Spruce. And Blueberry Bushel. You know, Blueberry Bushel is a color that I have, but I hardly ever work with it. So maybe we need to do some Blueberry Bushel. I do also need to go through my my stamp sets and dies and find out what is retiring so I can move it along and make room for the new things that I have. And then in March, when I go to Onstage, because I will be at Onstage, so if anybody is near Long Beach, maybe we could meet or something. But anyway, I will be in Long Beach the 11th. Yeah, the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. So I come in on the 11th. The conference is the 12th, 13th, and 14th, and then I leave on 15th. Oh, do you have the Crazy Rooster stamp set? I don't know the name. Let me go look. Of course I have rooster and, well, chicken sets. And I can tell you exactly, whoops, I can tell you exactly where they are. I got a whole bundle of chicken things. So we got Birthday Chick. I like that one. We've got this one, Hey Chuck. This is the rooster. That makes a cute set. We got the Hey Chick. This was my favorite one out of there. Oh, I've got some of this old chicken wire stuff. I've got the chicken wire embossing folder. And then we've got the more traditional rooster. Oh, and we have two of those because I had one, I imagine, and my mother probably had one. Because that's what happens sometimes. So why do we want to know if I have chicken or rooster stuff? Would that go good with this? Yeah, the colors of the designs of this pack. It's Hey Chuck. Yeah. And Hey Chuck has dies. So there's the sun and the weather vane. The skateboard. Who knew? Little fence. What is that? Oh, that's for the birthday cake. This all the dies cut out pretty much everything. You want Hey Chuck and you didn't know what name to look for. Well, here you go. Hey Chuck. If you do a screenshot of this, do you need the dies too, or just the stamp set? If you're looking for it, because I'm not selling mine. I'm not going to sell it because I have chickens. You could take a screenshot of this, because if you're looking for it on any of like the demonstrator buy sell trade sites. Okay, so let me take these out of here because you don't want to see that. And you could do a screenshot of this if that helps, and then just crop it down for what you don't need. Is that good? Or do you need me to cover up that stuff? Does that help? Does that help to get the picture you need? Hey, Chuck. Good, awesome. Glad to help. Oh, this goes back that way. Yeah, you never know. You never know when you're going to need a good rooster set, right? All right. So it is already 1:30. I have taken up lots of your time. I think it was fun with the Wheel of Names. So make sure, Yuda, Allie, and Suzanne, that you let me know what stamp set you want. And I am going to call it a night. We played with our little Easter basket too. And I know we didn't really do crafting to speak of tonight, because I was jibber-jabbing too much, I guess, and I don't have anything planned. One question, which airport? O'Hare. I shared that last night when I did the spins, Lori. So we went out of, oh, and I showed my tickets tonight too. So we stayed overnight at my husband's brother, him and his wife's house. We stayed overnight a week ago Friday because our plane was scheduled to leave at dark 30 in the morning on Saturday. So we got a ride down to O'Hare. Flights were cheaper out of O'Hare than out of Milwaukee. And then, yeah, we went to O'Hare. Midway is kind of small. It's a little scary to me. I don't think O'Hare is that bad, but you know, I've been to LaGuardia and I don't think LaGuardia is bad either. And people say it's horrible. So I don't know. Probably worse than what you've heard. Maybe I'm just used to O'Hare because I've gone out of O'Hare quite a few times. Getting around the terminals, the signage is not real clear, but you notice that at a lot of airports. And in fact, in Las Vegas, trying to get around some of there, it's like you could continually see signs to get to the car rental return, but then to try to get to the gates that you wanted and stuff, it wasn't as clearly marked, or the cell phone lot was almost impossible to find. So I do remember one time being at O'Hare and trying to catch a flight and running from one end of the airport to the other. And that was a little stressful, but it doesn't seem as big to me now, maybe because I'm bigger than I was back then. It doesn't scare me as much. Yeah, I think I've only gone on a Midway once. You know, the airport that I like in Illinois, though, is Rockford. Allegiant goes out of there. I don't know if there are any other planes that go out of there or if that's just for Allegiant, but we like going out of Rockford when we're going to Mesa, Arizona, because they're just both small. at Rockford, when you're checking all of your stuff in and you go through ticketing, when they say they're closing ticketing, they're serious. They close ticketing, and all those ticketing people go to the plane and get you on the plane. And I think they're all the flight attendants and everything too. It's like they're very efficient with their use of personnel. So yeah. All right. That's a wrap. Tomorrow night, is going to be iffy for me. I am not sure if I am going to be on or not. If I do not come live, we will do the next spin on Thursday night. Thursday night, we should be all right. We have a funeral to go to on Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow is a visitation, and it's for a really good friend. So we're going to be tied up for a number of hours. So it's not going to be a very good day tomorrow. So I'm not sure if I will be live tomorrow or not. So that said, thank you so much. That said, I will get the wheel loaded up with all of the winners, all of the ones that had correct answers for Where in the World Was Late Night Lori. And then I will compile another wheel for the ones with the most entertaining answers. So thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. And that's all I have for everybody tonight. Thanks for joining me. Bonnie, thank you. And we'll be back. So those of you that need to get a hold of me for your stamp set winnings, let me know. So we got Yuta, Allie, and Suzanne. Please don't forget, email me. This is where you need to email me so that your mailing address so that I know where to send your gift. And I'm going to have to order them. So it'll take a couple of weeks to get the orders in, but I will keep you posted. I have an order started, ready to add these few things. And hopefully if I'm on tomorrow night, we can get those last of them claimed, what folks want, and then I can get them ordered and hopefully have them maybe by the end of, my orders usually take about 10 days. 8 to 10 days for them to get here. So get me what your picks are and we will get them ordered. Ooh, we don't want a thumbs down. We want a thumbs up. Thank you for joining me. Like on your way out. Feel free to share my videos with other people. If you're not, I think all of you are probably subscribers, but if anybody's watching the replay and you're not a subscriber, usually we do more crafting, but subscribe and get notified when I go live. It's usually every night, somewhere around midnight after Juju with Crafting on the Back 40. Have a good night, everybody. Happy crafting.